Hey everybody, my name is 100 and welcome to Kerbal Space Program, or KSP for short. I've been playing this game for over a year, but I actually got the hang of some majority of the stuff, so let's begin. We're gonna make a brand new game. Call it Demon Noob. Demon Noob, even though I'm not a noob. And I'm gonna, instead of doing normal, I'm gonna customize it. So, no entry purchase, entry purchase, as well as missing crew respawn. So no missing crew respawn, they die. If I really fuck up. Which I fuck up. So I'm gonna do a career mode. Now I'm going to show you guys a little bit, a crash course on how to play. So this is the tutorial guide. Screw that, we don't need that. That's the runway, and that is the launch pad. This is the tracking station. That is the assembly building for rockets. That is the mission control. That is the space hangar for the planes. Astronaut complex. Administration building, research and development. So right up here that's the funds I have, my reputation, which right now is 0, and that's how much science which I have, which is 0. So what I'm going to do first is I'm going to go to the mission control and look at my what records I need to do. So active. So set speed of 150 meters per square meters per second, set distance record of 5,000 meters, as well as altitude record of 3,500 meters. And I'm going to be doing about 45 minutes to 1 hour clips, because this is such an intense game. So right now, these are all that active, and I have no active contracts, so let's launch our vessel, and then I will escape the atmosphere. Okay, those two. Okay, right, this is the science center, but since I have no research, it's gonna be kind of hard. Okay? So let's build our first rocket. So these are the sections. So pods is always the first one. You can't build a rocket without a sort of control command pod. You then have the fuel tanks, which right now it's empty. The engines, we have one engine, a flea rocket booster. Command control, nothing structural. We have modular girder segments. Aerodynamics, we have the basic fins, which just to let you know, you can see the mass crash tolerance as well as the max temperature. So if it gets past that max temperature, they will break up and all hell will break loose. Utility always comes with at least an MK16 parachute. Well, it's gonna be kind of hard to stop without a parachute. And then for science right now, we have a mystery food containment unit for so we're gonna just place 3 of them in a triangle formation, as well as the guy inside. Now, this up here is the crew and then the parts. So right now for crew, we have a pilot, Jebediah Kerman, then an engineer, Bill Kerman, Bob Kerman, and Valentina Kerman. They're all named Kerman. Okay, so and these are the rules. So Jebediah is a pilot, so he's mostly has the SAS, which helps the stability of the rocket. Engineer builds the engineer, Bob's the scientist, and Valentina is the pilot. So I'm actually going to put Bob in, because we're this first one, and we're going to call this rocket the A1 rocket. Not the sauce, just on the bottom left is how much funds it's going to cost and how much funds we have. Bottom right is engineer support. So we have craft stats, which I can have up to 30 parts, up to 18 tons, 20 meters in height, and 15 meters in length. This is the communication, and this is the stages. Right now, there's only technically one stage, which is firing the rocket and at the parachute at the same time, which we don't want that. It's counterproductive. So we're gonna first fire the rocket, and then once we enter the next stage, then the parachute. So I'm gonna save it, and I'm going to launch. Now here's the very, very, very fun part. Okay, top left is the time control. Top middle is your recovery vessel, your altimeter, and your atmosphere pressure. Up here is your funds, all the information or contract. This is the resources of the rocket that you're in, as well as the commands. That's our guy. Uh, the EVA is he literally steps out, and the IVA is you can look in the cockpit. Now for the R, we have the RCS or Rocket Control System. We need the RCS controls, which we don't have because they are specialized controls later on. And the SAS, as you can see, the A1 has no operational SAS module and no pilots aboard because Bob is a scientist, not a pilot, so we can't engage that. As for the controls, okay, we have the A and the D's, the yawn. So that is control, I'm sorry, left and right. Okay. The Q and the E is the roll. So Q is left, E is right. And the pitch is up and down. So S is going up, and then W is going down. Okay. And to activate all the stages, it's spacebar. Now, before we activate the stages, as I said earlier, you need science to go open up more levels. So that's what these are for. If you right click on the crew hatch or the command mod pod, you see this little menu. Pushing crew report, and then you have this, the crew reports from the launch pad. Now we don't have any communication, so we can't transmit it, but we can keep the data. And we do the same thing with the mystery group. Right click on it, and then recovery. It's 3.0 science. If I transmit the data, I only get 1/3 of the actual science. So I'm gonna keep that data, and I'm going to just press space whenever possible. In 3, 2, 1. And that's the solid fuel. And this, as you can see, it changes. So now it's 7 science for a different one. Now over here, that is the surface. That's pretty much how fast you're going across the surface. If you click on it, that's the same thing for orbit. The yellow, there are a bunch of different instrumentations. There's the yellow circle, like that, which is where you're heading, and then we're about to see a yellow greenish circle with an X, which is that's where you're not heading. That's where you're leaving from, in a way. So technically heading down. So that's why we're seeing that. As you can see, we're also speeding up. So right now, it's a great time to open the parachute. Open it, and once you open the parachute, it will slow down a little bit, but not much. Okay. Also, to slow down your descent some more, wiggle left and right, or up and down, because the more surface area you have, the more air it catches, and the faster you slow down. So if you can see, if we stop, we actually. But now, because the parachute open, we're really gonna go slow. About 7 meters per second. Everything on this game is meters per second, so you have to do a bit of calculation, which roughly is about 3 feet per meter, roughly. So I'm just gonna do another mystery goo test. So right now we're technically going about 21 feet per second, and we are about 600 feet. Okay, Lots of conversion needs to be done. Lots. Now you can pretty much click on anything in this game. So if I right click on the parachute itself, I can cut the parachute. I don't know why I want to do that. I technically don't want to. And now we touch down for a safe landing, and we are going to recover the vessel. That was our first test, our first launch. Now, after every mission, you get a summary. So, from crew reporting from Launchpad, I get 1.5 signs. For the mystery goo from Launchpad, I get 3 signs. Mystery goo from observation, 7. Mystery goo while flying, 1.6. Recover of a vessel that survived the flight, 5 signs. So I got a total of 19 signs for this launch. For the parts, you want to save as many parts as you can, because you can actually get money back, funds back for parts that are in good shape. And Bob got 1 XP. Congratulations, Bob. Right now he's so these are pretty much the astronaut center. So Jebediah, Kerbal pilot, and his flight system, its stability assist. Bill, its engineers are capable of repairing broken parts at all possible. Bob, scientist, is a vessel science return 100%. Part science return 100%. He has 1 flight per. And then Valentina, another pilot. Okay, so that's about it. I also could buy pilots over here. But for right now, I don't want to. Now, we actually did get a lot of missions done. So, let's see. We got set altitude of 3,500 meters. We got 2,890 funds and enough prestige. Speed of 450 meters per second. Speed of 300 meters per second. Speed of 150 meters per second. And our first launch success. So right now we have 74,526 funds available. And which I'm actually going to get more science, or more, I'm going to research more parts. So I'm going to actually research basic rocketry. And I need to purchase these parts because I turned off that feature for 5,600 funds, as well as I'll do engineering as well. And the engineering was 8,140 funds. Okay, and right now that's all we have left, so we probably should fire another rocket. But first, let's see. Those are active ones. Availability is orbit Kerman, which we're not going to do that yet. But we will do another launch. I'm going to do a little bit different this time. Thinking of how to set it. I wonder if I could put okay pressure at the bottom. Won't let me. Can I do the top or something? Can't do that either. Okay, so for the sake of science, what I'm going to do, hold on, I'm thinking how should I, actually I'm gonna do it this way. I'm actually going to do real basic. I'm just going to do science junior. This, as well as some mystery goo. want to overshoot it because I know if I use the hammer, which is the upgraded version, I will overshoot the hell out of that. And I'll go into space, which right now we don't want yet. These at the same time, and then once they ran out, I will debuckle and do the science, and then land safely. Well, attempt to land safely because this is a lot of weight on top, and because I want to save the parts, I will, as they debuckle, they will open up. So these will definitely slow it down a lot more. Yeah, that's honestly that's actually pretty good. Call it A2. I'm just gonna fire it away. Now, if I the observation bay is actually a lot better. Science. It'll give me higher science. So it's always good. Science is a good thing in this game. And honestly, suck as much as you can from it, because later on, it sucks getting anything. I'm just gonna fire. Parachutes. Might as well deploy as well. Now the parachute won't actually fully come deployed like it's deployed, but it's not open until roughly about 1,000 meters, or 3,000 feet, which I could also cut that parachute. But like I said earlier, why do I want to? I'm going to wiggle left and right. Oh man, that thing is... It is slowly coming down. And then I'm just going to level out. Now there's the rest of it, which you can actually look, since we're floating down, what pieces with the left and right bracket. That is the actual piece. Okay, that is my command pod. Now, since I showed you that, I could also go inside. So this is the inside of the cockpit. As you can see, those are the stages, the RCS, which I can't turn on, but I can turn on the RCS. Okay, and to exit out of it, simple, just bracket. Okay, there is another command for doing that, but I found that that is the easiest way to unzoom from there. Hopefully I don't crush it. Don't crush it. I crushed the science. Alright, well, at least we got some science done. So, sadly, we got 14 science. I only earned 5.5 of it. We could not save this science junior, so that's a bummer. That was actually pretty bloody expensive. But now, because I know what to expect, I'm gonna actually do a little tiny something different. bigger one, the hammer. So we can drop the hammer. No, bad joke. Very bad joke. These here. Hopefully it's not too heavy. It's not too heavy. That's no. Worst placement ever. So pretty much they're both all four of them are gonna fire. Then detach, open, and then they will land safely, and I'll probably just keep on going, sailing through. But I'm just gonna keep. I'm only gonna do two. Actually, no, I'll keep three. I'll do three. Save this as the A3. So far, this is like the AC. Then once I have enough technology and build a bigger, stronger rocket, will be a B series. So same thing. Make sure that at any time you can also reset. So technically, I don't want to do an experiment like that. It's kind of low. But and actually, I'm just gonna wait because this is gonna go pretty high up. So I'm just gonna fire. Right now, I'm spinning. See the main engine is still going. Now it's becoming it has twice as much fuel as normal, so it's going to keep going up. It's still pushing. Okay, now it's done. So now I'm going to do the observe. There you go. Hopefully I'll keep that. Open that. Science! No science. Crew report! No crew report. See, I'm just going to level out a little bit. Where do I shoot? This is definitely going to be my last flight for today. As you can see, we are actually, yeah, that's going to be alright. It's slowing down. Slower than us. Holy cow. More surface area, more air resistance, slower descent. Real basic physics. Aerodynamics physics. Would that be physics? Yeah. More surface area. Okay. See, I knew it! Oh, biggest thing that I just remembered. Throttle. Okay. Right now, because we're using the solid fuel, it doesn't matter if I turn it off or turn it on. It's just dumps everything as much as it can. But for something more controlled, you have your shift, which is higher throttle, more energy, and your control, which is lower lower the throttle, less energy. However, if you push Z, automatically 100, X automatically 0. You can also, with the manual engines, you can single-handedly turn off the engines by just right-clicking and it's actually going slower than us, I think. Yeah, it is going a lot slower. Distance getting greater, but yeah, you have more control, so easier. And actually, I'm going to wait until it fully touches down. See if I could do this. Launch pad. And I'm actually going to step outside. Yay, we're outside. Ooh. Now, I could also grab it, climb up, down, let go, or board, which I'm just gonna board back again. As you can see, I'm gonna wait until that safely lands, which it should. Yep, safely land. And I'm just gonna recover the vessel. That's it. Really simple. So now we got 17 science, all these parts, and all these crews. But because two things landed, we also have this, which I have to personally cover that with another 17.5 science. 100% all the parts have returned safely, no crew. That's it. So now, let's see, we set an altitude of 7,500 meters. We completed that. We got plenty of science. So right now, I think we are going to just, yeah. I think I'm gonna. Oh wait, how much? 15. Right now, I'm just gonna do survivability, and yes, I'll buy that. And I could also do stability by that. So right now we got 50, a little less than 50,000 to play with. But anyway, this is the end of this beginning tutorial. So right now we started having a really good rocket structure. And if you like this video, don't forget to like and subscribe. This is 100 Demon Elf signing off.